Hello, everyone. We are live for Mary the Medium and Pet Psychic. Who is here? You don't. She's not. She's not right there. But we also have Melina back for tonight. Miss
Hi,
Melina
everyone.
Goodman. Hello, Melina. Mary's.
So, how's everything today?
I'm shooting my cat. Sorry.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, we're live. Yeah, on YouTube now. Okay, there's a delay for YouTube. So, hello, everyone. We have some, we're gonna go over some, what we got today? Some food additives and stuff that aren't so good for your pets.
Yeah.
Just for future reference, anyone, if you know anyone or have anyone that would like to have their pet read, please get in touch with us.
Right.
At all the info is in the description, but at therealmarythemedium.com or at Gmail rather, at therealmarythemedium@gmail.com. And we'd love to have Mary read your pets. So how are you doing, Mary?
Good.
Oh, is that your dinner?
Well, not mine. Tut-tut. That Origin. Oh my God, he loves this stuff, guys. 95% animal ingredients, and this is chunks and shreds, and it's made with duck liver.
Right.
Organ
Duck
meat.
lips? Duck
Right.
lips?
Duck and liver. Duck and liver. I can't read without my glasses.
Are duck lips a delicacy?
Duck lips.
Yeah.
Hi,
Right.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Shabby Gabby.
Hi.
Hi, Stevie. Everybody in the audience. Melina, good to see you. So glad you're here. Hey, Jason.
Hello.
I know. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah.
Miss you guys.
Yeah, boy, did we did some research for this YouTube this week for the show this week. And so I decided to go on to the Purina website to find out what they put in our pets' foods. And they're showing all these powdered ingredients sitting in petri dishes. I'm sorry, what was that? And I'm like, I mean, and then they show. So
Wait.
anyway, Jason, you go ahead. Yeah.
Well, before we get into that, let's just do this. This is for entertainment purposes, and this is fair use. Just FYI,
Yep.
we're not dissing anybody. And for purposes and critique, yeah.
Only.
Right.
So,
and then what you hear come out of my mouth, okay, is coming straight from spirit or from things I've researched online. But when I'm talking about animal spirits and stuff, that's strictly from spirit. So, but tonight, I don't know if I have any animals to read tonight, or is it strictly information for pet owners?
just info tonight, yeah.
Okay.
We got a lot of info. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So why don't we as far as like just we'll start it with this, just as far as like what states are the most and the least I guess you could say pet friendly. So we have this here. So I'll show you this is from this. So you have the top 5 and the worst.
Okay, this is animal protection laws that were just and Massachusetts just enacted animal protection laws to protect the animals. Number 1, cat declawing. Okay, I knew this woman. Let me give you a horror story. I knew this woman, 1% of the world, who declawed all of her cats. Okay, and then defanged them, took out their fangs. Yeah.
I've never heard of
proceeded
that.
to let them outside.
No, kept them outside her condo because they were destroying the furniture.
Well, that's good.
And they were biting her. Well, yeah, if I were her cat, I would have bitten the crap out of her ass because
What pet would take out
she
their
was
teeth?
nasty. But anyway,
Who
so
would-
these two poor cats, Doers and Abby, were declawed and defanged, and simply because they were destroying her furniture and biting her. Okay, so that tells you she was a bad pet owner to begin with.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
I have
now,
never
definitely.
heard of defanging ever.
yeah, yes,
I've
No,
never
she
heard of
filed
defanging.
down the rest of their teeth. She had their teeth
that's
filed
called
down.
that's called you don't deserve a pet. That's like
Right.
you can no
I
have
watched
children.
her
Don't have
son.
pets.
I watched her son, guys. I watched her
Yeah.
son, who used to be president of Airbnb, okay, CEO of Airbnb, drive off with Abby and Doers in their carriers on top of his Porsche that had the top down. Took off
Are you serious?
doing
So they
70
were in
miles an
on
hour.
top of the
The
car.
former CEO of Airbnb. Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
boy.
Yep. I'm not saying names. I watched it happen. I mean, talk about crocodile tears flowing down my eyes
I'm
because of
sorry you didn't
what I
chase him
saw.
down, Mary.
What I
Oh my
saw.
gosh,
And
yeah. Wait, is she?
and I'm telling you what, the minute I leave my day job is when I'm going after him for animal cruelty. You betcha, I will. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, so what I'm getting at is Massachusetts enacted a new law. You cannot declaw cats anymore.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah, that's
It's
good.
against the law. And you cannot sell puppies and kittens under 8 weeks of age in any outdoor facility like flea markets, like
Uh-huh.
roadside stands. You cannot sell them outside any open venues. It's totally illegal. This is
Yeah.
in the
8
state of
weeks is the youngest they
Massachusetts.
can be. Like they can't
Right.
be any younger than that to be.
Okay. So if you look at this map, I know, right? Because I mean, they're going to have mama issues for the rest of their life, not being properly deweaned. So anyway,
Yeah.
the green are good states. The red are horrible, horrible states. Guess what?
And
South
the
Carolina
orange.
and animal protection laws. South Carolina is one of the crappiest states. And look, what is that? Alabama and Mississippi, they are the absolute worst in the nation. What's
Oh
wrong
my
with those
gosh.
idiots? What's wrong
Well,
with those idiots?
see, what are the orange states? Because I
They're in
noticed New
they're in
Those are the
Mexico's
between.
worst.
orange.
Well, they're in between. Yeah.
Orange and dark blood red are the worst states in the United States for
Yeah.
animal protection laws.
Yeah,
Absolute
I
worst.
figured.
And
I
they should
figured.
be ashamed of themselves. Absolutely.
Yeah, they really should.
Yeah.
They really should because they do not keep up on the tickets, for people that have their dog outside in the summertime on like a 4-foot lead,
Yeah.
and
That's
Which,
illegal. That's
doesn't have
illegal.
any like shade for them, nothing. It's
That's
like,
illegal. Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Totally illegal.
it is totally illegal. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's like every time I've called the dog catcher,
animal or
it's like, yeah, they barely do anything. It's crazy.
I know. I had a homeless guy outside of my apartment on a homeless. He was homeless, and he had this old dog with him. And so I wanted to get him help, and I definitely wanted to get that animal help. I mean, being out in the hot sun all day on the
Right.
streets. This poor dog, and I noticed the dog food bowl that he put down was empty. You know, the guy had severe mental problems. But so anyway, so I called trying to get him help. I don't know if he ever got help.
Is he a vet?
No, this kid was. No, this kid. He was a kid. He had to be in his.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's
Yeah. I was going to say
probably
because there are
schizophrenic.
so many homeless vets that are not taking the benefits that are, set aside for them.
I know.
All because they don't have a computer to apply for it.
Right. What was that you just put up, Jason? What was that?
Those are the the like ranking
so this came from that website Voiceless, guys. I found this website tonight online called Voiceless, and it's out of Australia. And they measure the cruelty, the voiceless animal cruelty index. This is how you can get in touch with them on the social links.
Oh, okay.
And they speak for animals, but they did country by country who had the worst cruelty rates in the world on animals, and you know which country scored the highest on the most cruelty? Belarus. And I think you may have that slide, Jason. I think I just put. Yeah,
wow.
Look at the red. Holy cow! Look at the red.
Wow.
The United States ranked up there, guys. The U.S. ranked up there too. Isn't that bad?
Dang. And like I was saying before,
Belarus is 50.
Yeah.
Cat lovers need to move to Istanbul.
With all the cats. Yeah, they
cats are treated like royalty there.
Yeah. But see, these are some of the countries. I don't know if we can make it larger or not, but let's see.
I can't zoom it in. Let me see. Like Italy's 9. They're high up there. Germany is high as far as like protect. Good place.
Yeah.
The lower the higher the number, the I think the least safety that the pets have. So I mean, and that's that. Yep.
So let me see, because I sent you that on a slide. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so that measures producing cruelty. The light brown ones, the screen you got up now, that is producing cruelty. And Belarus has 37.69 on the score. Australia was 22.45. Can you believe that? Australia. Brazil was 21. Okay. Okay, so now you're going back too far. That's the first slide. That's that slide right there. Now, when you get into the red, the slide that has the red on it, that is sanctioning cruelty. That means that they sanction it. Okay? So that's the first slide. And then the second slide is that one right there is sanctioning cruelty to happen. Okay? And Morocco, Japan, Iran is 28%. Iran. Egypt is 25%, guys, sanctioning cruelty.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this awful? This is awful. Iran's the leader there.
And I mean, what are the countries that are like known for eating dogs?
China.
Yeah.
Philippines. Indonesia. Southeast Asia. Okay.
Yeah,
And so you're trying to change. So they see them as cheap meat. Okay, and it's cheaper than beef or chicken, cats
yeah.
and dogs. It's
Well,
trying to provide a different protein source for these people so they stop this horrendous habit of eating cats and dogs. We have to provide a different protein source. I mean, hey guys, there's beans, there's pea protein, there's all different kinds of protein.
yeah,
Why does it have to
yeah. I
be
was
cat and
gonna say
dog?
beans. I mean
There's
lentils.
different kinds. Yeah, there's different kinds of
You
protein sources.
know,
It doesn't
and
have to be cats and dogs. Absolutely
yeah.
not.
And I'll tell you what. I caught like an ad on Facebook one day, and it was this pen of French bulldogs that they had in one of the countries. Yeah,
So,
and I mean, I started bawling.
uh, sometimes it just makes me want to take my little Subi and drive right through their front gates and run them all over.
Oh, I know, I
I know.
know. I
Isn't
mean,
it terrible?
yeah, seriously. If I had the money, I'd call them up and I'd be like, "I'll take them all."
Right. So guys, that's voiceless. The Animal Protection Institute, and their website is voiceless.org.au.
Okay.
Okay. And like, subscribe, follow these people.
Was
They
this a
can't,
Facebook?
yeah, and they have a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as their social link. And so they're the voice of animals, one of many. But I couldn't believe, yeah, Evie, Australia ranks up there for cruelty to animals. Can you believe that? Oh,
Ugh,
terrible. Iran, the United States, Australia, Myanmar is another one. Just
yeah.
unbelievable what I found out.
Did you find any distinction between like what we
Ugh,
classified as domestic pets as opposed to just animals in general?
I did not see where they separated it into domestic pets versus cattle versus
Mhm.
herds versus,
Okay.
anything like that. I did not see that distinction. I'm sure they have it on their website.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I just didn't know if you came across because I know like just like dogs in those countries would not probably be considered, you know, they wouldn't have the same status.
right.
Or they probably don't have any over there. I
Oh,
mean,
Iran,
oh,
those places?
yeah,
No, no.
no.
it's
Indonesia,
horrible.
Myanmar, absolutely horrible how they treat their animals. Absolutely horrible. That's
Oh
why
my gosh.
I will never go to Southeast Asia. Never. I don't think I could.
Yeah,
I don't think I could take it. I couldn't.
me neither. Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
No.
Mhm. Nope.
I'd
No.
see I'd see a pen of French bulldogs, and I'd be letting them all out.
Yeah, me too.
they'd be arresting me because I'd be
Oh,
stealing them.
yeah.
Yeah, you go in there and
They would put me they would put me under the jail. You know what I want to do for next week's show, guys? I want to show how we can start a nonprofit animal rescue foundation for all of the people that want to help. And I know a good friend of mine, Darren, who's a producer out in Hollywood, he wants to start one. So I want to give all, hey, Carrie, I want to give the distinct different things you have to do to start an animal rescue foundation in your state, or at least some of the guidelines. I want to do
Right.
that, have that on for next week. So just
Yeah.
remind me, Jason.
yeah, all right, notes now.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I know. As a matter of fact, and I'll tell you why. A friend of mine's a realtor. Okay, she's my realtor, Judy Colazzo. Guys, if you ever need a house in Florida, she's the woman to call. I'm telling you, she's fantastic. She's been in that business for over 50 something years. She knows real estate like the back of her hand. But she just sold a house to a woman who has a cat sanctuary.
Mhm.
39 cats.
What?
Yeah. So
Wowza.
the whole house is being transmuted into a cat sanctuary. 29 or 39. I think it was 29 cat. 29. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
Wow.
29 cats. She has a cat sanctuary, which is great because, frankly, I rescue old senior cats,
Yeah.
that nobody
Yeah.
wants, the medically, the ones that depend on medicine. Like right before we came online, here I am drawing a syringe full of insulin for my cat, Tug Tug. And they're like, "What are you doing? Are you shooting up?" I said, "No, I'm going to shoot my cat." I'm like, "I'm going to shoot my cat." And yeah, so I had to give him his insulin right before the show. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a junkie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tug Tug's a junkie. He loves junk food.
Could you incorporate the animal sanctuary into the ministry?
That's a good
It'd be,
question.
yeah. I would think that. I think that could be a. I think there could be a director for that.
Yeah, that's a good question, right?
What?
Isn't
What?
that the
What?
terminology, Mary? It's called directors.
I mean, animals are sentient beings, are they not? Yes.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Yeah, they are, and you know, grants.gov has got so many grants available for, like what is it? Like
I know.
animal
Putting
welfare
my
and stuff
Frenchie
like
through
that.
finishing school. Yeah.
Huh?
Frenchie. Oh, that's what you ought to start, Melina. Frenchie finishing
Frenchie
school.
finishing school.
Oh, there you go,
Yep.
huh?
Now, where are the babies? Where's your baby, Jason? There she is, Miss Emma. Hi, Emma. Hi, baby
My,
girl. Hi, baby
uh,
girl.
let's
Mwah.
see. Can
And
I get mine to
where's
turn
Shira?
around?
Where's
No,
Shira?
I can't. I can't get mine to turn. I can't get my camera to turn around for some reason.
It's
Are you
But
okay.
stretching? Are you stretching?
She's doing yoga. There's
Yeah.
Shira. Shira. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi, honey bunny. Oh, she's so precious,
Oh.
both of them.
yeah, she's like, I hear those voices. I don't know where they're coming from though.
Hi, Shira. Hi,
Oh,
baby
I
girl.
know she's sleeping, girl.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
sleeping.
oh. So, and anyway, guys, Tuk Tuk's in his tower of power in the other room. But I did. So, okay, so back to cat and dog food. We've been on this kick now for a couple of weeks,
All
okay?
right.
So I'm in Petco. I was looking for Dr. Marty's. Dr. Marty's. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this food. This is absolutely the best food on the market for cats and
Is that
dogs.
the dehydrated one?
Yes.
Okay,
Let,
yeah.
let me read you the list of ingredients in Dr. Marty's: turkey, duck, goose, quail, turkey liver, flaxseed, sweet potatoes,
Wow.
spinach, pumpkin seed, cranberry, blueberry,
Mm-hmm.
apple, carrot, ginger, dried kelp, salt, sunflower seed, broccoli, kale, and mixed tocopherols, which are a preservative. That is
Right.
all natural.
So
Oh,
was that
yeah.
was that
Yeah, that's like,
$500 for that bag, Mary?
No, I think it was. But you know
yeah.
what? Only a little
How
bit.
much is that food?
I I I ordered it on Amazon. Now this is the poultry formula, and the problem is a lot of cats and dogs with sensitivities. I mean, skin allergy sensitivities. Like I have one
Right.
cat that's missing a lot of hair on her body, is because of the protein found in most cat and dog foods, and it's chicken. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken is the main culprit when you're dealing with animal sensitivities. Like Fuff Fuff has taken off all the hair on her stomach and her legs, and I mean,
Yeah.
because she's allergic to chicken. Tuk Tuk is allergic
Um,
to chicken. So
I
even
need
though,
to share that video that I just
uh,
watched of the vet, because that was his exact topic, was all the allergies
right,
that dogs and cats have, and he's talking about all the new stuff out that
right,
helps.
right, yeah, yeah. So I had to find cat food for Tuk Tuk that didn't have any chicken. Chicken is cheap. It's used as a filler. Okay. So I
Hmm.
found Origin. Okay. Now there's only a couple of cans that I found that I can feed him in Origin that he just devours. That does not have chicken. And this Dr. Marty's, even though it says poultry, there's no chicken in it. And he also has
Oh,
beef and salmon. This bag will probably last Tuk Tuk probably 2 weeks.
yeah,
2 weeks. And what you can
yeah,
do is you can feed it dry, or you can take
A
it,
little water in it.
put a little bit of water in it, and mash it up for wet food. And,
yeah. That's
and
that's really good
yeah,
because
so just one bag. And
and, and
seems to
um
be doing excellent on it.
yeah, and what was the price on that bag?
I think it was $38.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that Badlands Ranch food that I was telling you about that I've been checking out lately,
Yeah, yeah,
the one owned by Captain Heigl. It yeah, somehow they make their food with some kind of low temperature,
yeah. Okay,
setting and stuff. So
okay.
their kibble isn't like over processed. They've got, yeah, and their food, I want to say,
Do they?
was it was like $38 per
Okay,
bag.
so yeah, and a bag of Origin, maybe just a little bit bigger than Dr. Marty's, was $31 to $33, guys. The
Hmm.
thing is, if you have a lot of animals, animal shelters feed them the cheap stuff, okay?
Right.
Because they don't have the money to be able to go
Yeah.
to afford things like this. But
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
freeze dried. The problem with the farmer's dog, okay, is it's a high fat meal, high fat diet. So you're looking
Oh,
at
yeah. Yeah.
digestive problems,
Hmm.
you're looking at gastrointestinal problems, pancreatic problems because it's so high fat.
Yeah. And
Then
weight issues.
right, and then a lot of people are going, okay, put that back up.
Yeah, I was gonna.
A
Yeah.
lot of people are going, I don't want to feed my cat or my dog raw because of listeria, salmonella, things like that. If you feed them cooked foods, guys, like smalls, that's cooked.
Right.
You got to microwave it to heat it up. That's cooked. It
Yeah.
kills the taurine in the protein in the foods. It kills the taurine. So
Uh-huh.
freeze
And
dried,
that's like they need that because
right, for their
that
yeah,
that's why, domestic cats, mice,
yeah.
they hunt mice and birds because they need taurine,
So
you know.
when we're talking about cats and dogs, or any kind of animal feed, there are three things that you want. Okay, raw food. Synthetic vitamins are added to cooked food, but not a substitute for
That's
derived nutrients. Cats' digestive systems is almost identical to their wild relatives. House cats share 96% of their DNA with tigers, guys.
Oh
Tigers.
wow.
96%. So when you're looking for cat and dog food, you want to make sure they have the big threes. Number one is omega 3s. All right.
Yeah.
It helps with their mood, energy, and brain health, and also reverses signs of brain aging, like dementia. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
as like someone I know right now who basically is not eating, I said, you got to throw a lot of omegas at her for her brain health. Omega 3s can also help with pain and allergies. Okay.
Yeah.
So that tells me my cat Fuff Fuff needs more omega 3s. And
Yeah.
got another cat, Backy, who got prescribed omega 3s. It comes in different
Really?
forms. Yeah, you can get
Huh?
it in pump form. Well,
and
he
then
had mega colon surgery, Melina. That's why. So his
Oh
small
yeah, yeah, yeah.
intestines can't
Yeah,
absorb the
'cause
nutrients, right? And they get
yeah.
omega 3s from their foods, the nutrients. This is another thing you want to look for when you're buying cat and dog food. Foods with prebiotic boost comes from peas, flax seeds, carrots, and ginger. These are prebiotics, okay? Pre and probiotics, okay? So foods
Okay.
with prebiotics boost the immunity in their systems. Okay, peas, flaxseed, carrots, and ginger. Okay,
did you
Right.
read the clarifications on the last one there, Mary? Just to make sure.
not a red-headed British person with freckles.
No. All right.
Guys,
No.
this came. Oh, who wrote that? Where did you find that?
I don't know.
Oh, oh,
I did
I
that.
know where that came
Who
from.
did that? What do you mean? Who did that? Me. I did.
Oh, you did that. Oh, okay. All right. Prebiotics are superfoods for pets, good gut bacteria.
Right.
And if they don't have good gut bacteria, then they're going to suffer from digestion problems. It helps protect
Right.
against toxins, it boosts their
Yeah.
immunity, and it's the happy hormone serotonin. The
And you
happy
can
hormone.
and you can either get probiotic supplements or just add, plain Greek yogurt to their food a few times a week, and then,
Yeah,
that'll give them the.
you gotta watch out for the sugars in the yogurts, guys. That can seriously harm your pets.
Yeah,
No fake
it
sugar.
has to be sugar free
Right,
Greek non-flavored yogurts.
right,
Great. Yeah,
right.
not like the plain. Yeah,
Carrie had a question. What do you think of fresh pet foods?
the ones that are. Yeah.
Like fresh pet? No, no, I don't. Um, I haven't read the labels on them yet, but I steer clear of them. Um, Excuse me.
They just seem like they have a high level of recalls.
Yeah. Right.
More
Yeah.
so than dry food, but for obvious reasons. But like, I think mentally people don't handle pet food like they would people food, like just in their heads.
They need
You know,
to start.
no, they do, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's more likely. You know, it's like bottled water that could be sitting in a scalding hot like warehouse somewhere.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like with pet food. I
Well,
don't know.
I really want to know what has changed so much in the last, 30 years or so. Because think about it. Our big farm dogs used to live to be like 17, 18 years old. You know? I had a Pekingese
Mhm.
that lived to be 20 years old.
Wow. I'll tell you what's
And
changed.
the only
The
thing that
pillow.
I can think of that was different was that um I only did the vaccines that they absolutely needed. And then I got into like that fresh, food stuff, but it really makes you wonder, and that's why I think that Veterinary Secrets is a good channel because
Yeah.
he goes back to, what they used
Hmm.
20, 30 years ago
Sure.
that's cheap and still
What's
works,
the
Right.
chat like?
I mean,
Yeah,
my granddaddy on his farm up in Heath Springs, South Carolina, he used to have a big bucket of table food scraps, and
Yeah,
he would put
at,
it out in bowls for all of his
that's
barn
exactly,
cats.
yeah,
Those
that's
cats lived
exactly,
forever,
yeah,
and it was
that's
all
exactly what
fresh.
my aunt did, was that she
yeah.
had this big pot that she put like all
Yeah.
the scraps in, and she'd like, boil it, and
Mhm.
then yeah, she'd give it to the animals.
Yeah. Well, so
So, they
that
were
was
getting vegetables and
lots of vegetables.
protein and all that. So, you
Peas,
know,
ginger, carrots, yeah, sweet potato,
yeah, so we need
pumpkin
to,
for fiber. Oh yeah,
Them
yeah,
sweet
chicken,
taters, get them sweet taters in there.
sweet
yeah,
potatoes, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but I
Wonderful.
think, yeah, we definitely like need to revert there a few years because,
Do you know
I
what
mean,
happened? What happened? Big Pharma
oh
have
yeah,
bought the cereal companies. Big Pharma have bought the cat and dog food industry. Have bought the
oh yeah,
companies.
yeah,
Okay, and
yeah.
they have cut deals.
BlackRock owns everything,
They cut deals
everything. I'm
with
like,
the veterinarians to
mm-hmm,
promote their dog and cat food product. The veterinarians
yeah,
get a cut from it. Okay,
yeah. And
and
then whenever they get sick from it, then they've got the medication to fix it, and
right, it's a cycle.
it's like, I mean, big pharma is in veterinary medicine, our medicine.
Hmm.
Um,
I know. Yeah, they
it's
keep.
just
Not only
disgusting.
do they keep us humans sick,
Oh,
they
but
keep
they
our
they
pets sick.
they feed
Yeah.
on human our love for our pets and what we'll do for them.
I
They
know.
Oh yeah.
they and I've
Oh,
seen that.
big time. Big
That
time.
got really
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm interested. I think I'm gonna do some research and see exactly how our dogs and cats were fed back then, when they lived to be 20 years old.
It
Yeah.
wasn't kibble.
And we're talking
You,
half of them
it
never
was
even saw a vet.
Carrie,
It used to be table scraps, like,
Carrie,
or like it was kind of obviously.
that's what my grandparents
Yeah.
used to feed. Yeah, it was always
Yeah.
table scraps. That's what my brother-in-law in Italy used to feed his dogs and
Yeah.
cats. Table
Yeah.
scraps.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ablacoca, a cat that they had over in Italy, lived to be 24 years of age.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ablacoca. Yeah.
My dog lived to be 20, and then we have a cat that lived to be 21.
Dexter was funny.
So,
Yeah,
and I mean,
that's what's
the
changed,
things that
guys.
I can say about those cats and animals that have lived a long time, they didn't
Yeah,
see the vet very often, and they were fed,
yeah.
human
So,
food.
and then also the vaccines. You're right about the
The
vaccine.
vaccines. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
Evie just
Yep.
said, I gave my dog her 3 shots when she was a puppy. Then she got sick. No more vaccines. Guys, my cat, 20 years of age, shark bait, went into a vet up here where I am. And the young vet, fresh out of veterinary school, decided to give my cat, who's 20, a 3-year rabies vaccine. I'm like, what? And my vet in Florida said, there's no way I would have done that. You do not give
No
old cats
kidding.
a 3. And
3 year.
I believe that's probably
That's just that
killed
old?
shark bait.
No. I
Yeah,
mean, I
that
would do
killed
the
shark
bare
bait.
minimum. That's
That,
just absurd.
and he could barely move to go outside. He never went outside. He never went outside.
Yeah.
So why even bother a
I wouldn't.
20-year-old cat? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
I trust older vets that have been in the business for 50 something years
I do
versus
too.
the new ones right out of school. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not.
I mean,
It's like the newer, even doctors. They're not. They're pigeonholed into
yeah.
coding and codes. Everything has a
Yeah.
code. They can't,
Right,
and
right.
it's same with pets. I mean, it's the same
I
thing.
know. So
Right.
now that we have found the perfect food for Tuk Tuk, okay,
Right.
and other animals, I mean, there's nothing unnatural in this bag. Nothing. Let's
Right.
show what Purina has in
Oh,
their food. I invited Purina to come on the show to explain to me what all this powdered shit is.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sitting in petri dish. So ingredients. Okay, I can't read
I
this,
have more, but
but
yeah,
look
this is
at
that.
the long list. Holy
I
shit,
put all
people!
those
When you
these.
cannot pronounce the ingredient, you don't give it to them.
Can you read
Guys,
these or
look
these?
at the powdered crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they make it sound like, oh, we're giving them chicken. No, you're not. You're giving them chicken meal. Chicken meal
Yeah,
is
you're
beef,
giving them the whole
feathers,
carcass.
feet, but
Feathers,
I think
feet, beaks. Ew.
look at the powdered shit, guys. Look at this powdered shit that they put
sodium
in
Yeah.
chloride,
Purina.
calcium.
Yeah. I
Look
mean,
at all of this.
ew. Yeah.
Sorry, I
And a
did those
lot
last
of
kind of
these, a
last minute
lot
when you
of
said it.
these
Sorry.
are
Yeah.
chemically derived. Chemically derived. And there is
Oh,
one
yeah.
company that supplies, we covered them last week. They supply the pet food industry with these prebiotics and probiotics. And it comes from chemicals.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when you're
Oh,
talking, okay, so put that food list back up,
Mm-hmm.
Jason. Okay, it's not on there long enough. Let me see if I've got
This
photos.
one.
that just
Yeah.
infuriates me because,
That's just
I
one
mean,
type though, but yeah.
these these branded dog food,
That's
they're not cheap, and you're pretty much like paying to shorten the life of your animal.
Okay, here we go. Okay, for instance, blue buffalo. Let me show you the long list of of ingredients in blue buffalo. Look at that shit, guys.
Oh
What
God.
the hell is that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Chicken meal. Oh,
Brown rice, pea starch, pea protein, powdered cellulose, which we already know is sawdust, guys.
right.
Okay. Fish meal, which means that's just ground up fish carcasses in
Yeah.
powdered form. Okay. Chicken, and then they put in animal fat. They put in other animal. Look at all this crap. I wouldn't give that to any of my pets. And then they've got a lot of things you can't pronounce:
Yeah.
polyphosphate, manganese sulfate.
Yeah.
They give them manganese amino acid chelate,
Right.
pyroxidine, and then of course they've got a lot of fermentation extracts. Uh,
Right.
just oh
Um.
god, hydrochloride. I mean, oh.
Oh, yuck. God.
And then they've got now that's blue buffalo. Purina, on the other hand, has chicken rice, corn protein meal. Corn, guys, corn is genetically modified, and it's what you give animals right before you send them off to slaughter. Okay,
Yeah.
high
Yeah. I was gonna
high
say you
glycemic.
give that to, you know, cows and horses.
Pigs, and it's high glycemic, so
Yeah.
incredibly high glycemic. Corn protein meal. Okay, here we go. Let me look. Discard changes here. Let me look. Let me look. Poultry byproduct meal. Okay, beef fat preserved with mixed tocopherols, wheat flour,
Oh
soybean
my
meal,
gosh.
soybean meal. So what the hell is soybean meal doing in cat and dog food ingredients?
Killing.
Okay.
Mm.
Dried egg products, soy protein concentrate. So they start
Mm.
off with this huge list. Glycerin. Glycerin is in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just awful.
They start off with these huge fillers. Where's the protein? There isn't any.
Well, maybe if we start calling them out and really, giving
Yeah,
them attention,
yeah,
then
yeah,
maybe they'll
absolutely.
change their ways.
They're saying crude protein minimum 36%, because there's that, they have to go by standards or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
but the biggest thing in cat and dog food is the meat byproduct meal that
Oh
is
gosh,
found
yeah.
in these cat and dog foods. Meat byproducts, guys. Does anybody know what meat byproduct meal is? Euthanized animals that still have the poison in them that killed them. Okay?
Yeah,
Euthanized animals that still have
yeah.
the poison in them. Okay? Roadkill, dead zoo animals, dead livestock. Also,
Ah,
the feet, the beaks, the brains, the undeveloped eggs, parts of tumors
I'll
are
tell you
in
what. I am
byproduct
done.
meal.
I'm done buying a blue buffalo.
Yeah. No, 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 no. No.
I
Okay,
am boycotting them. I'll tell you what.
if you see meat byproduct meal in any of your cat or dog food bags, pick them up right now. Let's
Oh
check the
yeah.
bag, the back of the bag. If you see that, throw it out. Euthanize
Oh yeah.
animals, guys. Euthanize cats and
Yeah.
dogs and other horses, other animals that still have that. euthanasia
Right.
poison in them. Okay.
Yeah, I won't buy like
Da-
when my mom sends me to get cat food for her, I buy the best cat food because
It's
you
like
know,
it's like going through that one drive-through, fast food chain that has the yellow.
yeah.
I'm
uh-huh.
not kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
And
yellow.
And you know what else I found today? So when I was out looking for Tuk Tuk's Origin, top shelf, guys, top shelf. Problem is, Origin has so much fish in it. I mean, okay, their fish recipe has got a lot of heavy metals in it. I mean, when you use wild
Yeah.
caught fish, you're looking at heavy metals, okay?
Right.
So this is the duck liver formula. He loves this. But anyway, the problem when I was out, I was in Petco today, and I decided to go over to their treat section for their dogs, where you can just go and scoop out treats for your
Uh-huh.
dogs. They have small grain free pumpkin flavored bones. Okay. Okay, this is one of their treats that they had. At Petco,
Okay.
they have them at PetSmart. Do you know what these little treats have in them? They have pea flour, canola oil,
Oh gosh.
cane molasses, and
Yeah.
pumpkin. What the hell is good about that? Oh, and
You
look,
know,
then they had duplex sandwich creams, okay? Duplex sandwich creams,
ew.
okay? As pet treats. Do you really want to know what's in that one? Wheat flour, enriched wheat
Yeah.
flour,
Well,
hydrogenated glycerides, powdered sugar, high
yeah.
fructose corn syrup, cornstarch, caramel color, sodium bicarbonate, which is baking
These
soda,
these dog food
soy.
companies are just out to make a buck,
Look,
and
look at that. Soy
they
lecithin.
think that they're in like Flynn because there's always going to be dogs and cats.
Okay, guys, you see that? These are dog treats found at Petco, who pride themselves on featuring fancy dog and cat foods there, the
Uh-huh.
best for your pet. But they're selling treats that have cane sugar, okay, that have soy in them. I'm like, what? And they're looking at me. Why are you taking pictures? I said, because I don't have my glasses on. I can't read.
Mary,
And
when you first
so
said that, I thought you were holding up a box, and I'm like, did you accidentally get dog cookies?
no, no, and look. Okay, here's another one. Cinnamon and vanilla flavored jungle animals that were found on the dog treat buffet at Petco and PetSmart. Okay, look at that. You see the color? Would you
I
like to know
didn't.
what makes
I
that
thought.
color?
I didn't think that animals could have cinnamon.
No.
I
Look.
think they can have cinnamon.
Can
Yes.
they?
Yeah.
Rice. Okay, so in these treats, guys, listen to this. They have canola oil, cane
Uh huh.
molasses, peanut,
Yeah.
cinnamon, vanilla, red number 40, blue number 1, FD&C yellow number 5,
Oh gosh.
sodium benzenate, which is a preservative. Guys, these are what you're giving your as treats for your animals. Don't buy this crap at Petco or PetSmart.
Yeah.
The little treat buffet, nothing but sugar, molasses, and canola
You
oil. What
and
the
you know
hell?
what? You can make treats so easily for your dogs by just cutting a sweet potato thick and stick it in the oven on like 420 for about 15 minutes,
Yeah,
you
yep,
know?
yep. I know. That's what they did. Can you believe that? So I was taking
And
pictures of this shit.
that's
I should
that's
have
just
invited Petco to the scene.
yeah,
Um,
no
and
kidding.
here's that picture of a happy
Oh.
kid.
Oh, how cute.
Well, Emma heard
Um,
three. Yes, you did.
That's Ghost. His name is Ghost.
Aw.
He's so happy. Yeah. So that's what I found out today. It just gets worse and worse each week, doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
With
And
the food.
I think these dog food companies that have everything but food in them need
Right.
to reformulate their dog food.
Yeah, I'm going to keep harping on them until they do.
Because actually, I thought that since was it World War II that I heard that animal food actually had to be human edible.
Oh
Do you
my God.
remember hearing that?
So they made it so if a person ate it, it was suitable.
Exactly.
Before or
Yeah.
after? Before
It
it
was
was, and before
it
or
was like I can't remember what my grandma told me, like if it was after World War One or World War Two, because yeah, like people they'll find like a can of dog food, like, in the back of their truck or something. So I heard that they had to really change dog food to where we can consume it too.
was it a perception, or just like that people thought dog they could eat anything, or did they have to bump it up to kind of like
Just that the fact that they that it had to be human edible.
safe,
I know,
basically, like
just
not all like
because
old
of like
and rotting
wars and
meat,
stuff,
or yeah,
if that
yeah,
was like the last thing to eat,
yeah.
you know?
Evie,
Yeah.
Evie says, Jason, a fertilizer they sold here in Australia called Blood and Bones was from dead animals. I think it's off the shelf now. That's sad.
Oh
That's
my
sad, but yeah,
gosh.
um,
That's
yeah.
awful.
Well, unfortunately, a
Yeah,
lot of
that's awful.
fertilizer in general
Yeah, well, number
Gosh.
and
one,
pesticides.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that's why do they have to put so much crap in our animals' foods? They don't. And
They
then they
don't.
market it as
I
healthy.
know. I
If you want
know.
to talk healthy, this is the healthiest you can get other than making it at home.
Right.
Mhm.
There is
Yep.
nothing artificial in this. Nothing. Not a thing.
The
Where is it made,
latest
Mary?
batch the latest batch I made last night was turkey, um, peas and carrots and green beans,
Mm-hmm.
zucchini spirals,
Yeah.
um, and then of course I always season it with turmeric and
Yeah.
parsley sometimes, and uh yeah, I mean, they loved it. And I always put a spoonful of coconut oil in because for some reason, all recipes call for like a
Yeah.
dollop of coconut oil.
Yeah.
But,
I think it's good for the
yeah,
digestion.
uh-huh,
Oh, Evie's going,
yep.
where's the cookbook, guys? Where's the cookbook? I swear, Evie, Chat GPT and myself are having a wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I was just asking Jason where I should send the recipe, so I guess I'll email him.
Yeah, we're
Email
getting
them.
there.
I'll get
got
them.
a, I've got a stack of them on my dining room table, along with all the other piles of stuff I'm working on.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, I've been saving pet recipes on my Pinterest pins for
We
like
need to
8 years
do
now.
a pet pairing menu.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I know. Wow, I can't believe a whole hour's up with my bitching and moaning about the pet food industry. I'm still gonna I'm gonna heart after them until they change.
Hey, they need bitched and complained about.
When I bring it to I'm gonna post it online tonight too, guys. What's in these
Mhm.
treats that you go to the treat bar at Petco or PetSmart? Read the ingredients. Don't do it. Don't buy that shit. And
Yeah.
don't buy Purina. Don't buy Blue Buffalo. Okay.
No.
I mean, when you have to have 100 ingredients to make pet food, there's something wrong with your recipe.
Yeah.
And that's coming from
You should
a
only have
dual
about 5
credentialed
ingredients.
chef who specializes in nutrition. So if you have to have over 100 ingredients to make your damn recipe, something's really wrong.
Well,
Right.
it's obviously over processed.
Over processed. Yeah. And
Mhm.
that's why our
Yeah.
animals are
And then they put in the
coming along.
Yeah.
Synthetics and art. I mean, one of them even said
supplements.
artificial turkey broth. One of these ingredients actually said, I think it was Blue Buffalo.
What is that?
Artificial turkey broth, like
What
chemically
what
derived.
the hell is it? Is what I
It's
want. Like,
chemicals.
Huh.
Artificial turkey broth. That's chemicals. Yeah.
No.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I got for tonight. Now Sunday on Mary the Medium, Mary, what do you see? We're having Vib. Are you sure we've gone through everything?
yeah.
Yeah, we're having Vib.
Oh, sorry. I meant to. I was skipping through my thread, and I'm like,
Yeah. So anyway, that's my website, guys. But Sunday we're having Vib and Rakesh, or better known as Rock, come on the show. Vib is going to teach us how to meditate, and he's got a podcast, 2 Minutes with Vib, and it's daily. It helps you daily.
Yeah.
does he know how to sedate the squirrels?
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, to tame the squirrels, to tame all the
I
things going on up here.
I'll tell you what, I've been meditating like every morning for the last 5 months now.
Yeah, and Rakesh has the ability to heal. And
Oh,
literally,
cool.
I was in Florida, okay, and he's in California, and I could feel the healing energy from him all the way from California. This guy is
Really?
powerful. These are
Wow.
masters of their crafts, and they're really shy on camera, guys. And I've convinced them to come on the show Sunday. And I'm telling you, masters of their craft. So if you ever wanted to learn how to meditate and how the process of healing works to be able to heal,
Right.
these are the guys you want to learn from. And they're going to
Yeah.
be on Sunday.
Yeah.
I've known them.
'Cause-
I've known them for years, decades.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Fantastic.
I've usually been doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations.
Oh, yeah. Angelic Reiki. friend of mine over in Wales, Dennis. Hey, Dennis, if you're watching, sent me some angelic Reiki. Oh my God, I
Oh, really?
love the
See,
music. Love
I
the
would love to become a Reiki master.
Well, it's not too late. Not too late at
I
all. But
know.
then
I
we got
know. I gotta find the right courses and all of that.
well, we'll have that on the show, Melina.
Huh?
We're gonna have that on the show.
Oh, good.
On a Sunday show.
Good.
And
Yeah.
then I'm at a wonder. I'm working on the Tiffany Arona case, cold case. So I went and met with the mother's best friend today, and
Can you
trying
repeat
to
that name for me? Tiffany
Tiffany
who?
Arona. Okay, and I've
Any relationship to the Ronas we know?
no,
Okay.
So so anyway, she's been missing for 3 or 4 years from Ohio. Well, I know who did it. I have a picture of him. I know who did it, and we believe we have possibly found. I believe we have found where her body is, but that's
Oh,
yet to be solved.
yeah.
But I met this wonderful woman when I was there who does tarot, but she's also a remote viewer. She does missing persons cases as well. So
Cool.
and she teaches tarot. She teaches a lot of other things too. So I told her I'd like to have her on the podcast.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you cracked into your new tarot deck, Mary?
My new what?
Your tarot deck?
No.
No.
I'm gonna get one
You
too,
got
but
you got to put little sticker
I've been
translations.
putting it
Yeah.
off.
So I need help, you know?
Yeah.
I don't do tarot, but I'd love to learn. So this woman teaches
Right.
tarot classes, you know, and so Barbara the tarot mistress, we're going to have her back on a Sunday show with her friend who deals in metaphysical stones.
Oh,
But
cool.
Barbara's an excellent teacher, so I may get Barbara. I don't know, but anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good because I'd like to learn a lot more about crystals and stones and all that.
And it's like, how do you know if you're meditating right? You know,
I
how do you know you're
know.
doing it right? And then
I know.
healing. That's the biggest thing. See, some people, he's got energy that flows from his hands. So
Uh-huh.
he can literally lay hands on people and heal them. Some
Yeah,
people
see,
can throw the
that's
healing.
can
And
you
he,
believe that's the way my healing ability used to be when I first started off? My
yeah,
hands would get so hot.
yeah.
And I mean, no, I had plenty of patients, never complain about, the same problem again. So,
So
yeah.
anyway, do we have words from our sponsors?
Yeah. Hold on.
Have you been around negative people or in a negative environment? Frankie and Lord's Apothecary Cleanser Spray is a must. Just one spray to make the negativity go away. Available at marythemedium.com.
You will love Italian street bread. It's a good. Go to italianstreetbread.com and order use some today. Capiche?
Guys, I can't push that Italian street bread enough. She's learned to make gluten free. She does gluten free focaccia
Oh,
incredibly
really?
well. Yeah, Yulia.
Ooh, yeah, I bet that's good.
I mean, she sent me sun dried tomato. Okay.
Mm,
I'm like, this is the best I've ever had.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that
her
sounds
breads,
good.
her breads are incredible. I mean, seriously, check it out. Order yourself a loaf and whatever you
Right?
don't eat, which is going to be impossible because you'll finish the whole thing in one night. If you're not a pig or a glutton like me, put it in the freezer.
Oh,
It keeps.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm one
Evie
of
says
those.
it says the show should go longer. Well, it's a little bit longer tonight. Yeah.
I know,
Oh,
but
shit.
we really should make it longer. We
Yeah.
really should.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, because
I
we can
think
all
definitely
be,
Sunday's show we could do an hour and a half. Easy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Why don't we?
because with the three of us, we can BS like no other. So,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
I mean, we could do it. So let's talk about that. How
Yeah,
many of the
definitely.
viewing audience would like this show to be longer than an hour? Evie wants it longer. I'm sure Carrie. Yep. I know Shabby Gabby would like
yeah.
for it to be longer, you know? Oh, and then Sunday, I got to send you the videos of the spirits in my backyard.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
Carrie said yes. Evie said yes. Dot. Yep. Yep.
yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
And um, I think I might still have some of the pictures that I've caught, Mary. Remember
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones that I've caught?
Cemetery. The cemetery.
Yeah. Um,
Remember?
um, I have them, on a big like memory drive,
Okay.
and I can see if I can find them.
Okay. You got your hand over your camera, babe.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Oh, anyways,
doesn't
no,
everybody
yeah, I
love
was just,
Jason's backdrop?
Hmm?
Doesn't everybody love Jason's backdrop? That's so cool.
uh-huh,
Oh, my bedroom.
I know.
Like,
I like it. It's all colorful.
I know.
yeah. Eh, got my
That's
boots.
fantastic. Yeah. Evie goes, Melina is so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. So, anyway, I gotta. So, oh, thank you, Miss Evie. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
thank
guys,
you.
so tune in Sunday. Mary, what do you see? Oh, and anything else? Any news? Any announcements?
No, we just need to figure out a day that you want me to go to the Aztec ruins.
Oh,
Um,
hey, any day.
like a day that you're off, Mary. That way we can pre-record.
Maybe when I'm there or something.
Let's go visit Tuk Tuk. Becky, Tuk Tuk, you want to say hi to
Hey, Tuk
everybody?
Tuk.
Aw.
He's in his little tower of power. Tower of
Last time I
power.
checked
Ooh.
TV, there was no updates. I don't know if they're blacking out the story or what. I looked like maybe like oh god, what's today? Thursday. I had looked into that. I think on Monday or Tuesday. The whales in France
Oh,
at that
France.
French. Yeah,
We
it
don't
seems like
know
all
what
the.
happened.
It seems like the story kind of died out in March. Like I didn't see any really newer
Probably
articles.
along with the whales
Yeah,
and the dolphins. That's so sad.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know that there was. I know that there was some country. Was it Brazil or Argentina that was trying to
I think it's Norway or something. It was like a Scandinavian.
country that
Maybe
was
I don't.
trying
Maybe yeah.
to. Oh, I like this. This is so nice. I was standing during the whole podcast. This is
Oh,
so.
you were? Why would Mary?
I
This
know.
is so
See,
nice.
yeah. Now
Uh,
you know why I like my my headboard for my backdrop.
right. Okay. I think I'll bring the.
I can lean back on my pillows.
Ugh, I need to do something. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sitting
like.
on an auto like
Oh, and let me
here's
show you. Let me
ding.
show you. I got to get rid of it, but okay. So I still have Tuk Tuk's Royal Canin, which is really bad, really bad. He
Oh
had a
yeah.
horrible reaction to it, and then with all the crap that they put in it. But this is the fish recipe from by Origin. Okay, that
Uh-huh.
that I feed him. And then he's got his little insulin needles. You know,
Yeah.
you take now if you have a diabetic animal and you notice that their blood sugar is dropped, okay, and it looks like they're going into a little diabetic coma. Believe it or not, corn syrup,
Yeah.
rub
Karo syrup.
rub it on their gums, and then
Hmm.
Tuk Tuk's treat.
6 fish.
Yeah,
There's
six
only
fish.
6 in there. No.
Right. Only six.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Are they Swedish fish? I like those.
I don't know. Yeah. And
He
no,
couldn't have
but
those.
you
Those
can
had
get that
sugar.
at Petco on the pet food buffet. I'm sure. You know.
What? No.
Yeah. Well, hell, they have sugar in their ingredients and red dye number
In a,
5 and
I don't
Yeah.
yellow
understand why you
dye.
would put sugar in pet food. I
Yeah,
have
Right.
no
they
idea why
put
you would.
they put sugar in their pet treats, guys. I
But why? That's bull. It's not even something that an animal would.
I know. I know. It's
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna post it.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna post it online, guys.
Not enough sugar in this
They are
dog
not
treat.
gonna like what I have to say. I'm gonna
Yeah.
post a picture of their ingredients online. S-
Yep.
Stupid banner. Hang on.
I
Yeah,
would. Yeah, I definitely would.
I'm going to.
It's about time that these big ass dog food companies and cat food companies, are
Mhm.
called out.
Right. And you know what held up my iPad tonight, which was sitting on top of a seventh generation baby. I use seventh generation baby wipes to clean everything in the house because they have an ingredient, and I started using them during the COVID outbreak, okay? Because they have an ingredient, a suffocant in them that kills the viruses and germs. But
Oh yeah. Yeah,
using
yeah.
my Haley Pomeroy metabolism shake to hold up my computer. Haley, I do drink your shakes. They're my breakfast every morning.
I want to try that new Javi protein coffee.
Oh
Oh,
no,
you told me
no!
about that.
What
I
you
just
need
yeah.
okay
Yeah.
with the mushrooms in it.
No, 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 no. This is just regular iced coffees. And they have, like different flavors and stuff.
Watch out for
And
sugars, Mary.
um they are protein coffees.
Okay, and what are they called? Job? What are they called?
Javy. Gavvy.
Javi, Gavvy. Not J. Is it G?
J. Yes, I meant J.
No, it gotta be
BVY
vodka. Protein
coffee.
coffee ingredient.
Okay, let me look that up. Protein coffee caramel. Sugar. Sugar. Okay,
How
that's
What
much
kind of sugar
sugar's in
though?
it?
What kind of sugar though?
what now I got to what the crap. Okay, let me see. They say excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't think so. 2 bags for $26 a month. What? I want to see what's in it. Let's see. More nutritious. Calories, 65 calories. Sugar. Javi says 0 sugar. Caffeine, 80 milligrams. Prebiotics. MCTs, which is fats, guys. MCTs is oils, fats.
Yeah, it's coconut oil.
Okay. But coconut oil is good for you, but everything in moderation.
Right.
So there's Rakesh with his healing. He sends me healing. Guys, did you know that if you're doing healing, when Rakesh sends it, you're supposed to take healing in through the navel, okay, when you're laying down.
Uh-huh.
Envision the healing going in through your navel, and then going down to your feet, coming back up and shooting out of your crown, okay?
Yeah.
Carrying
Yeah.
all the negativity out with it.
It will not
Right.
turn
That's the
off well.
proper way to accept healing
Yeah.
when it's given. Brain boosting MCTs. Beneficial lipids that transform into ketones, preparing your brain for enhanced memory, focus, and mental acuity. It's got a clean label. Okay. All right. But how? So they're using flavorings, okay? Flavorings. Like if it says caramel on there, they're using liquid flavorings. Be careful of those. Oh,
You want to get beaver. Any of that beaver. The
that flavor.
beaver.
It's like going
Beaver
to
flavor.
Starbucks and turning up
Yeah.
that bottle of caramel into your coffee. Frankly,
Yeah.
I don't want it in my coffee. Uh-uh.
Yeah.
That's not real caramel. I
No,
don't think.
no, it's not.
Mm-mm. I think that's some beaver
You
blood.
just gotta ruin all my fun, Mary. Oh,
Yes, I do.
shit.
Because
Like,
I wonder,
that's my job.
you know how they have the lemon and lime juice in the bottles that are shaped like I wonder if they have one that's
yeah.
shaped like a beaver's gland
Oh, gosh.
for
Yeah.
flavor enhancer.
Oh, yeah. So what is this, Evie? The mushroom lady is in jail for a long time.
Who's the mushroom lady?
What mushroom lady was? Was she putting dried mushrooms in coffee? Shabby Gabby goes mental acuity. Yeah, that's. But
Only
they're
that I could think of.
using.
You mean like magic mushrooms, or
Oh my
like what
God!
kind
See,
of?
now I've heard of that instant coffee that's got mushrooms in it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
for real or
Frankly,
what.
Right.
I would just rather. Okay, there's a great tea company out there, guys, called Traditional Medicines, and it's all natural, different herbal teas like reishi mushroom tea.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot,
And
Mary. I think you told me. Does it matter if they're dried or not, as far as effectiveness for fungi? Like, is it?
I can't remember what I
Okay.
said.
Well, you know what? You know how some things retain their nutrients
Yeah,
when they're dried, and other things,
yeah, freeze
like
dried. Like
okay.
Yeah.
freeze dried. Freeze dried, they retain their nutrients. When they're dehydrated, okay,
Hmm.
they are sitting in a
They,
dehydrator for hours. So and if they're cooked, they're going to lose their nutrient value. If they're bland, you can retain some of their nutrient value. It's better to hold on also to the water that they've been blanched in, because everything, if they're cooked in any shape or form, their vitamins are going to leach out.
well, it's just like when you boil. vegetables, the water gets all the nutrients are going in that water.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Erin Patterson killed 3 people. She made a beef Wellington and they died. Luckily, the pastor survived. You did see this on the news. Death
Death.
cap mushrooms.
No,
Oh.
that mushroom looks like the one that reindeer eat to see like the indigenous people would eat that red mushroom with the white spots on it, and it would cause hallucinations.
Oh yeah,
They-
the
Where the flying reindeer came from
Death cap
Santa.
mushrooms.
I don't.
the psilocybin mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shabby Gabby just said, not on here, but on my personal text message, said that Meghan Markle owns a company with mushroom coffee. Ooh. That brings me to the point.
Oh,
Apple cider vinegar, Bragg's apple cider vinegar is
yeah.
already changing, guys. Owned by, or what's his name? And
Gates.
Skanks. Katy Perry and her husband.
Oh my gosh.
They are now putting pineapple juice in Bragg's apple cider.
Why?
Uh, probably because apples are too expensive now. So they're cheapening the product. Don't buy it. Okay, it's no longer apple cider vinegar. And then you get Big Pharma that keeps buying all these holistic products, guys. Okay,
Mhm.
and that's something we need to also feature
Yeah.
Give the
in
parent like the
Sunday.
little the umbrella with all the corporations, all the good shit you think that's good, and look
Right.
at the parent companies like
Li-
Monsanto or
Right.
Okay, like Pure Vitamins. Pure got bought out, I believe, by Procter and Gamble. Now all of their original formulas are going to be changing full of filler and crap.
Oh god.
that was when
See,
I used to
okay.
work for Aveda. That was the first thing when Estee Lauder bought Aveda hair products. They took out like their I mean it was like instant. They were more watered down. They were just it's like anything. They get bought out and then
Yeah,
like
well, Amazon, since it bought Whole Foods, guys, overnight, everything disappeared from the shelves. And you walk in there, it's like, where is everything? And then you walk back in like a week later, it's filled again. But now they've got products from China in there, okay? They have got products that should never have been in a Whole Foods organic store. So you
Right.
have to read the labels. Everything you
Oh
buy,
yeah.
read the labels. And if you don't know it, take a picture of the label, whip out your phone, and look up the ingredients.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I just bought French fries. I was having a craving for French fries. I've been on this stupid diet, but so I had a craving for French fries. So I bought some French fries, guys. Do you know the same thing that is in Royal Canin dog food that can cause kidney disease, kidney failure in animals was coating my French fries?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Have you heard what do you know the brand aspartame, which is NutraSweet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard what
Uh-huh.
they changed it to?
No, I
They
haven't.
it's been rebranded it's called Amino Sweet now.
Oh, that's
Right.
weird.
That's what
Because
they rebranded, aspartame.
I remember hearing that if aspartame set out too
Mhm.
long room temperature, that it turned into formaldehyde.
Oh
Oh,
my!
it does in your body. I mean, that's the alchemical
Yeah.
This is
reaction.
in French.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't do NutraSweet. I do not. I had
I don't either.
one
Yeah.
of the side
I
effects
don't
is
either.
it's a very specific depression.
Oh my God, they've
Yeah.
got saccharides in Royal Canin, guys. I knew they had some bad shit in here, because we covered it. But let me find the ingredient that's in the cat food that was on my French fries
Like,
last night from Whole Foods. Whole
Amy
Foods,
just
you
put
should.
codeine and French fries. I'm like, well, that sounds like food coma times
It
10.
was that something.
Like,
It was, remember, it was
carbs and codeine.
No
fertilizer.
kidding.
It was that fertilizer we talked about. It
That
was,
phosphate.
Yeah.
phosphate. That same
Then,
phosphate was on my French fries last night from Whole Foods. Shame on you, Whole Foods.
God.
You Amazon. You're
it's
also
Whole Foods Plus now.
they're also
Plus more. Yeah,
people
more
that are
shit.
drilling on native lands, bringing in the man camps where the Native American women are missing. Don't get me started on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Amazon. Thank you. What's his face?
Oh,
You know.
Evie knows she said coated, not codeine. Coated in. Coated in French fry.
Yeah,
Your French fries.
coated.
Yeah, she thought you said codeine in your French fries. I'm like,
Um,
yeah, Mary was real relaxed after that. After those fries, she went and
Oh
took a
my
nap.
God. Where is this thing? Where is it?
that's
I'll find
funny.
it. I am on a mission. Pyrophosphate.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pyrophosphate was on my French fries with a distinct warning on the back. If you have
Pyro.
phosphate,
Is that what you said?
pyrophosphate.
Well, shit. I gotta tell
Did
you
it?
right there, it might blow up.
What
Yeah.
color was it when you lit it? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Let me get the French fries. Let me show you what's and that's in Royal Canin, guys.
he
So
put some
that
light
Oh
to it. It
my
shoots across the
gosh.
room like a
pyrophosphate
firework.
causes phosphates can cause kidney disease. So your
Oh
cat or
no.
your dog has kidney failure because of what they're eating, and now they're putting it on. I'm like,
She drops she drops a match in that bag and it blows up like fireworks.
I think you ought to
Like,
get a big old lawsuit
ah,
against them.
yeah.
there it is. Okay, look what these two things have in common. Pyrophosphate. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I would have been better off just cutting up a regular. Oh, unless it came from Bill Gates, you
Well,
know.
it's almost like they're trying to kill. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if we can say that word on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're trying to ill us up.
Ill us up.
Yeah, ill us.
Yeah. Off us.
They're getting us all
Off us.
ill.
They're trying to off us.
I
Mm-hmm.
know. Yep. Because all the elites think that,
Pyrophosphate.
there's too much of a population.
Pyrophosphate on French fries, guys, to give it a better mouth feel. In the meantime, if you have kidney stones, kidney problems, hey, if you just want to end up on dialysis, eat 365 French
No
fries.
shit.
Or better yet, give your animals Royal Canin. Either way, dialysis.
No kidding.
Don't forget to heat them up with some canola oil.
Right?
Yeah. A carcinogen. Excuse me while I throw this in the trash. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're not sponsors, by the way. Yeah, no.
No, they're not sponsors. They will never be sponsors
No.
until they clean up their food act.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding, huh?
Yeah. I mean, please. For better mouthfeel. And by the way,
What
if
does
you
that
have
mean?
kidney disease, don't eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
No
that
kidding.
peel that they spray on stuff and turns it into rubber.
Oh, I know.
That is the weirdest weirdest.
Now-
Have you had one of
now-
those yet?
I haven't heard of that.
I had a banana.
I actually had a rubbery banana. I actually cut into a rubber watermelon at work.
Really? Now
At
I've
work.
It
I've
turns
seen
it into
that
like
on TV.
Play-Doh.
Hang on, let me get another food product.
No, Melina, it turns it into like Play-Doh. It's like pliable.
Yeah, I mean that watermelon that I saw, she was like pulling it and it was stretching, and
I was, you know how you peel out, the
yeah, and
banana,
the same
right?
thing with the banana. It was like all bendy.
I was twisting it and it wasn't even cracking open. I was just
Yeah.
twisting it, and then I finally got the inside, and it was like Play-Doh. It didn't even like break. It was
Yeah.
ugh. I threw it out.
Right?
I'm like, I'm not eating. I don't know what the hell that is. It's like
Yeah.
eating Play-Doh. But it's called a peel, and they spray it on organic
Yeah,
food.
they do.
You can't wash it off.
And that's owned by
Oh.
Bill Gates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see what's in this granola that I have in my cabinet. What? A lot of sugar.
I was gonna say now if you ruin granola for me, I'm gonna be really pissed.
You gotta be very careful. It's full of sugar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the worst foods you could put in your body.
Granola?
Yeah.
I just like eating a handful every now and then, or I'll put just a little bit in a bowl with milk.
Peanut butter chips, peanut flour, coconut sugar, cocoa butter,
That'll take out half of a nursery school these days.
maple syrup,
No kidding.
chicory
Really, huh?
fiber.
Yeah, but what is it that the peanut mobile, like, is that Planters peanuts?
Yeah.
You see that in the parking lot, the kids just run.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Chicory. We covered this last week. Chicory root flour. Chicory root flour. Chicory root flour. Okay, let's go. All right.
Flour with beaver essence. Yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm like, oh gosh.
Just call them Beaver Blast.
Oh jeez.
Now with the Beaver Blast. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so chicory root, good or bad for you? Short term use. Short term use.
Oh.
Chicory root extract, okay, affects gas, bloating, belching, gastrointestinal.
And what are the benefits? Because
Issues.
pets know the difference between smoked and not smoked.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
So guys, they have that. They have chicory root in most cat and dog foods, and they also put it in human foods. This is purely Elizabeth cookie granola, of course. Good source of fiber, but chicory root is used for that. But the problem is gas, bloating, gastrointestinal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Chicory safe for the kidneys. It elevates renal dysfunction. There you go. Another renal issue.
so why
with
would you put it in
royalty.
the damn food? Why would you even bother with the ingredient at all?
It's a filler.
Yeah.
Who
So
should
they could
avoid
charge
chicory?
like what? 60
Anybody who's
$70 for a bag of
allergic,
food?
anybody who's allergic to ragweed and pollen should avoid eating chicory. Excuse me, that's the whole fucking population of the United States.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you, Purely Elizabeth. Take it out of your foods.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when they say, "Oh, if you're allergic to this, then don't take it or don't do it"? I'm like, no, really? Like, okay.
I know.
Eat your
Yeah.
veggies. You'll be fine. I'm 81 now. Yeah.
You thought, but it got sprayed by a peel. No, no, yeah.
Right.
Do
Appeal.
you want it al dente or al Play-Doh? Yeah.
Yes, you know the big giant baking potatoes that you find in the grocery store. Everybody thinks, "Ooh, a big stuffed
Oh,
baked
yeah,
potato."
yeah. Uh-huh.
Those are
Mhm.
so bad. Those have so many chemicals. What they do, and it's a specific type of potato. What they do is they keep them in giant warehouses for 5 days. 5 days, so the chemicals will literally evaporate from the potatoes. They grow them to be
Really?
perfect
Huh.
and large and huge.
I heard that's what they do with a certain fast food chain. Their ingredients for their French
McDonald's.
fries. Yeah,
McDonald's, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, most
But
Um,
food restaurant chains uses these giant, perfect russet potatoes, but and they're huge. The problem is
yeah.
they are genetically modified to grow this way, and then they spray them with so many chemicals that they have to keep them in giant warehouses for 5 days. Nobody goes in
you
and
can't go in
Right.
because the chemicals are
the
too. They'll
chemicals
kill you.
will kill you.
They'll kill you.
And you're gonna eat this shit?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Buy a sweet potato.
I know
Buy a
that. I
Japanese
know.
sweet potato. Just buy a plain old small sweet potato.
yeah.
That's all you
I
need.
eat, sweet potatoes, yams. I throw them in the air fryer,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, Brooke W. Hey. Hey, bro. What
and
you doing?
I'll tell you what,
I like them sweet taters with
it seems, yeah, I was gonna
some of
say it
the
seems like
brown
since,
sugar and
yeah,
No
since I've
sugar.
been eating
butter, brown sugar, butter.
No. Stuff
yams,
it with
yeah,
vegetables. Stuff it with lightly steamed vegetables. It's better for you.
oh yeah, and um, I take wild yam root, you know, for
Ooh,
my
yeah.
premenopausal syndromes.
Okay.
And uh, the dermatologist told me that I am aging backwards.
Nice.
He's
There you
like,
go.
"What are you doing?" He goes, "I swear, you're aging backwards."
Wow.
And
I
I
need to.
told him that all I did was take the wild yam, you know, root, and you can also get like the cream and rub it on the insides of your wrists, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I think that's like the best stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Evie said the watch the footy night. Telly footy night.
Oh,
Does
it's
that
all
mean
junk food.
football on television? Is that? Oh, okay. Telly is television. Oh, yeah. It's all junk food. Oh, yeah. Of course. Junk food, beer, gambling. I don't know if we can have gambling. Can we have gambling commercials here?
What?
I know we can have pharmaceutical commercials, but I don't think. I think they got rid of gambling commercials.
There are so many pharmaceutical commercials on TV.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know you can. I mean, they need to get rid of the pharmaceutical commercials. That's what I can't stand.
I know they're ridiculous.
Make sure you talk to your doctor. I'm like, what the hell? Where the hell you think you're gonna get it?
I know. Yeah, these doctors are useless nowadays. It's
Well,
like,
I mean, in all fairness, though, they have their hands tied.
yeah, I mean they
They
do,
they can't.
but
I mean, my nurse practitioner who retired, she was just like, I can't. I'm limited. Like what she
yeah,
could do, like
yeah,
really,
yeah, they are. But
and they're given
it's
quotas, and if they don't do this, and they get a strike
oh,
against
I
the.
know.
Yeah,
I
it's horrible.
know. It's like a pain in the butt, I
Yeah.
swear.
He says the world's gone mad. It's been gone for a while. It's yeah. We were up here, so we're on the free fall part of civilization.
Yeah. Mhm.
We're just free falling. We're kind of like at that event horizon almost right there. We're just kind of like
Right, I know.
that's what it feels like. Well,
Jeez, I swear.
the 80s were a good time. I Where'd Mary go? Okay. We're still on. We're still. Should we close out the show? It's been an hour 45.
Sure.
Sorry, I was giving Tuk Tuk some more food.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. You're fine.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I gotta sign off. I gotta go work on a cold case.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Melina, for coming on tonight. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hope we'll make
Yeah.
this more
It's
regular.
always a
I hope.
blast.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone, I mean, Sunday should be a fun show.
Should be.
And
Yeah.
we'll work on that. I think stretching it out. I think we can definitely do that.
Yep, we can make it last longer. So we're gonna have Vib and Rakesh on, and
Mhm.
then cold cases. And do we have anybody else coming on?
Well, not for this weekend, but the following. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, yep.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
Alrighty. Okay.
yeah.
All
So
right.
so thank you everyone for watching,
Thanks,
and
guys.
we'll see you hopefully on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right.
Have
See
a
you
good
guys
night.
later.
Hold on, kids.
Bye.
Bye.